when the wine pours on it, there's going to be a stain until you get it cleaned, right?
Hey everyone, it's Alex with Couch.com, and I'm here with my new friend, Rebecca Hay from Rebecca Hay Design. She is the founder and chief Rebecca officer. See?
Ooh, love it.
I just came up with a new title. And also a popular podcast host of Resilient by Design. I was a guest recently, and thank you so much again for having me there.
Amazing.
Ladies and gentlemen, Rebecca Hay, here she is.
Woohoo, yeah, woo. Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Alex.
My pleasure. You have agreed to come to Couch.com and tell our users about certain things that they may be curious about, that they may want to hire an interior designer to discuss, but maybe they could think about these things first prior to doing that, or prior to going couch shopping, certainly. So one of the questions I think we get all the time is, I think, just the way fabrics have changed over the last 15 years. Like polyester used to be like, I don't know, I always joke that 95% of the fabrics in most couches these days are polyester based. But I think when we were growing up, it was like my Uncle Richie's like 70s go out to the disco outfit, and it was, horrible, unbreathable, whatever. But it's just a synthetic material that's actually quite cleanable and allows people to have lighter colored things. And how much is stain resistance? Would you ever place a fabric on a couch these days, even in a high-end installation or with a higher-end client, that was not stain resistant or cleanable? My sense is that it's probably makes sense to just do it. There's so many nice fabrics that are, but maybe there's some specific fabrics like a pattern or like a certain kind of linen or a certain type of feel that a customer or client is looking for.
Yeah, that's a loaded question. You probably didn't realize it was so loaded, but to me, it feels loaded because there's this fight I find in the fabric world between the stain-resistant fabrics, the polyesters, the man-made fibers that you can pour your red wine over and it just wicks all the way off. And I've seen these demonstrations with these indoor-outdoor fabrics where nothing stains it and they can clean anything. But on the flip side of that is there's more of a European aesthetic to having natural fibers. So cotton, wool, linen, a Belgian linen, and that I do see in a certain aesthetic. If you are someone who likes a very natural vibe and you are okay with imperfections of wrinkles and you're okay with the odd scuff, those natural fibers are actually cleanable. And so I find I'm often having this conversation with my clients and trying to educate them, saying you don't have to go with the man-made fiber. You can go with a natural as long as you understand. It's like marble, right? Love the look of marble, but you have to understand that it is going to patina over time. And there are certain homeowners that really like, and I'm one of them, I love the look of natural linens. I love a natural wool. Those are really quite easy to clean. But when the wine pours on it, there's going to be a stain until you get it cleaned, right?
Yeah, there are ways to clean almost any kind of fabric. They may be unconventional. They may take a little bit more elbow grease or perhaps a paid professional, but there are ways to do it. So I love that take. That's very interesting because most people would guide you in just the direction of what would be easiest. Mm-hmm. But for the sake of design, it sounds like in certain cases, different types of materials that may not be that like crazy performance fabric that everyone's pushing these days, that those might be preferable in some cases. So I love that.
Yeah.
Rebecca, thank you so much for being with us and sharing your insight. This is incredibly valuable and I genuinely appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.